Glad to have you with us from Eugene, Oregon. A beautiful college football afternoon in the place quoted as being where great teams go to die. Today, the raucous crowd already fired up as their Ducks are set to open another season at Autzen Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll go to the air. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that one.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, running back on the move. Nifty little dance step. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Looking to pass on second down. Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, This guy can cover. You saw a great example of it with that running back.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing into zone defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
They'll give it to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Oregon 7, Oklahoma 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Fast motion from the offense. The give.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's looking to pass, getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, wants to throw it. Buys a little time. He's going to run it.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. With jet sweep pass. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Dances away to buy time. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Graves. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Now on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Despite coming up short on the previous 2 fourth-down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys, not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Pocket starts to collapse. Finds a man on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The run from the shotgun. Showing off the arm.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. He'll go to the sneak. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Graves. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive with this. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there. They weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He'll keep it himself. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll leave it with him. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On second down, looking again to throw. He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Snap from the gun on third down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Sometimes you just got to give credit. Like, we had it covered. We knew it was a pass. Everything covered underneath, but the quarterback does such a good job of making that second play something special, pulling it down, getting the first down pretty easily.
He wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
Wants to throw on third. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Got his man on the outside. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man quickly. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Great job on defense. They did their film study. On 3rd down, they're trying to dial up the screen, see if they can get these pass rushers way up the field, but no can do. They get a tackle for loss on the play, now setting up 4th.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You can tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oregon 35, Oklahoma 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Got it, looking for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Ducks in the hurry-up. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Looking left. He makes a catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Wide out in motion. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He's got the back in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
The Sooners will snap it on first and 10. He's going to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. First down here for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Working on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's got him this time. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another Number 6 grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense set on first down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way